Ooh.
Another week.
Another week. Yeah, this one's a little bit more, I don't know, sort of, there's more going on this week.
Seems to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so how's your week been anyway?
Just normal, really. Just hunkering down now. We're getting into autumn and everything, so it's
it's sort of
time in here.
Yeah, sort of stuff is sort of coming through now, and it's sort of getting into that routine, and we're getting closer to that day, the day that shall not be said.
Yeah. Go get some Halloween and bonfire night first, if you're in the UK. For bonfire
let's
night.
get them out of the way. But build wise, everything's sort of coming on time. Everything seems to be running much smoother than it has been in the last couple of months.
Yeah, it has been. So.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Well, news.
Do you want to do the Lancaster? Do you want to do the Titanic first, just so we clarify a little bit on that?
So, there's been news of an extension for the Titanic, which has been all around. Now, this extension for the Titanic is 40 extra issues, and you're building basically one of the reciprocating engines that were on the ship. Bigger than what we got in the actual build. Now, this has only been released in Italy so far. There has not been any news of it coming to anywhere else yet. So there is no news in the UK about it, and there's no news in France and Germany as well. Now, France and Germany may possibly get it because they did get the Disney Doll's House extension, but the UK didn't. So it's only been sort of mentioned in Italy only at this point. And it's actually where they did the original test as well for the Titanic build was in Italy.
Yeah, and I've seen I've also seen a response back from Hachette from someone saying there are currently no plans at the moment.
No.
To release the extension or any extension or anything at the moment. It's very close towards the end, so I would say at the moment we're not getting it. But never say never. You know these companies are like so.
We know. I mean, I know the Titanic collection was a more popular collection than, say, the Disney Doll's House, which had the extension. But me personally, I don't see it coming. If it does, brilliant. I'll build it because it's Titanic related. But as it went with like the Disney Doll's House, France and Germany got it. Everywhere got it, apart from the UK. To the point they took parts out of the blister packs that should have been in there for the extension. So
I'm wondering whether Agora will do it.
Possibly.
And or unless if it doesn't come to UK, Agora might offer it as a build itself, like on its own.
One thought I did have is once it's maybe finished in Italy or wherever it's going to be located, IXO could take it up.
Yes.
As a full build. So the 40 issues, you're buying one group and you'd build it, because they have done that with some of the collections in the past.
Yeah, I'm not too sure that PCT, which is the parent company of IXO, who makes the models, I'm not too sure they're the ones that make the Titanic.
Yeah.
So it'd be probably a little bit difficult. But yeah, we haven't had any confirmation yet.
No.
We might have next week. But as of right now, we've heard nothing. The company's keeping shut mouth. I would, at the moment, like you, Mark, I would take it that we're not getting it.
No. But never say never. That's
yes.
Yeah, but it's only been announced in Italy. It's
and the way
anywhere else.
Yeah, and also the way that they release stuff in Italy and France is completely different than over here. So I think in Italy they offer issue 141 for free.
Yeah.
And I think they're doing it just for subscribers. Over here in the UK, I don't think they can do that.
Right.
They might do, I don't know, but I've never heard of it before, where they just offer an extension for subscribers than people over anybody else. And I've never known them to offer a free issue on the first extension.
No.
So
it's still a possibility, but like I said, it's only been mentioned in Italy or released, in Italy.
Yeah, I've seen the flyer for it, and it says it has mechanical parts, so it obviously moves. You can turn it on and off. It would make a good addition to the Titanic if they
definitely
released it.
Yeah.
But we will see. But it doesn't bode well because obviously we didn't have the Doll's House extension. Though, like you said, I believe the Doll House was down to a financial decision.
Yeah.
So I don't think a lot of people picked it up. And I think most people, like you said as well at the time, people just want the house. They don't want to add more to it. And maybe it's the same decision here. Maybe people think, well, I've got the whole Titanic. I don't need an engine.
Well, the thing about it is it's been proven in the past people don't want the extensions. So if you look at Iron Man, people stopped when they no, I don't want the battle damage section.
Yeah.
The DeLorean, people were happy with the finished car. They didn't want the Back to the Future extension.
Yes.
So, and then if you look at the Spitfire, people cancelled their subscriptions past issue 100 because the last 20 issues were the ground crew.
The diorama bits, yeah.
I don't want the ground crew. I just want the aircraft. So
yes,
yeah, it's in the UK, extensions aren't that popular.
No.
So,
but I suppose time will tell with that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now you have this on your channel, Kev. We were on about this last week. It's quite funny, isn't it? You didn't even realise. And I can bring it up.
Yep.
There we go.
Hey, art therapy. Yes. Yeah, I brought it up last week and I thought it might be on there. Then we found out that it's actually a test run.
Yeah.
And so I sort of gathered up the bits because my daughter was getting it from the newsagents. I've done a video on it, so you can actually look at the video that I did on issues 1 and 2. But art therapy, yeah, it's a test run at the moment.
Test run in your area, Kev.
Yeah, I know. I was as surprised as you. But yeah, it's an interesting it's an interesting one because if you look at the video and stuff, the pictures are sort of like an optical illusion.
Yeah.
So you can see a picture in there, but once you start colouring, it shows you something else. I suppose that's part of the art therapy behind it. It's very clever. You can look at a bit of paper and you think, oh, I can see Elsa. But when you start painting it, it becomes something else. There's something else there. It may be very popular. I think it's the sort of thing that's going to be quite popular with the people. It's the same sort of thing as with the Diamond collection.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people doing these sort of art things. Painting like this, and with the Diamond as well. So it probably speaks to any of them. And obviously, being a Disney fan, I would imagine it would speak to you as well if you're massively into Disney.
Yeah.
So
yeah, a trial we didn't even know about.
No, I saw it in the news. I picked it up. It's not something I would necessarily do, like for the channel, because it just doesn't sit in, and that's why I never mentioned it. And I never, do you know what? I didn't even look it up. My daughter was getting it from the newsagents, and I said, she goes, "I'm going to start getting this." I went, "Fair enough." And then obviously we spoke about it last week. And then it turned out it was a test run. So I was a bit surprised. So you said to me, do a video. So I gathered the issues 1 and 2 that we had, and I did a video on it. Yeah. And I'm hoping to have issues 3 and 4 this week. So we can do a video on that. So you can have a look at it.
If you're interested in something like that, then I will put the link in the chat.
Yes.
And you can check it out or register your interest and everything to Disney Art Therapy.
Yeah.
Nice one. Right, over to you, Kev.
Okay, so some information has come our way, and they're in regards to 2 new builds that are coming out. So we can tell you here. So information's come our way. We're able to tell you, which is brilliant, and it concerns 2 builds from Fan Home. The first build, I may have given it away, but it is Iron Spider-Man. So this is going to be Iron Spider-Man. I think it's from Endgame. Is that where we saw him?
I don't know.
Infinity War Endgame, I think he was in. But the Iron Man Spider-Man suit, which is the mechanical one that Stark makes for him, they are doing a figure build of that. Have you got any of the pictures up there, Mark?
I might have. Hold on.
So that's obviously coming out. Apart from it lights up, I'm sure more information will come out. It will go on the website on the 17th of this month, so on Thursday. And when it goes on the Fan Home's website, it will be as a notify me. So yeah, that's it. And you can see how big he's going to be.
Yeah,
it's a big boy. I don't know how articulate it's going to be.
So that's your other one.
Yeah, have I got the face? Hang on, take them down a minute, Mark. Have you got the Facebook group?
Hold on.
Because it goes on. The group should be there. I did set up 2 groups for him.
Yeah,
for this build and another build, which we'll discuss in a minute. It's fairly new. It should be there somewhere.
Where's it not there?
Go on to more. That's it.
I've got to see more now. That's
all right. That's fine. Don't go. Keep going down.
There we go.
There we are. If you click on them, that's what the test run was in France. Now it's already on the French website already.
Okay.
It's going to be 90 centimeters tall. It lights up. We don't know how articulate it's going to be. Obviously, we'll find out that information as and when. Issue 1 there, when it came out on a test in France, was the head.
90 centimeters tall.
Yep. Like I said, I don't know how posable it's going to be, how movable it is. I would imagine it is at some aspect of it, but it's going to be a good one. But the website goes live on the 17th of October. That is for just to notify you of when you can pre-order it. Now, I don't know when you can pre-order it or when it's due for a release or anything like that. I just know it will appear on the Fan Home website on the 17th of October, which is the start of New York Comic Con. And it's going to be on display there at New York Comic Con as well. So, and if you love Spider-Man, which I have a daughter that loves Spider-Man and Doctor Who, this is right up her alley. So I'm excited for that one. And the next one, have you got the Facebook group for that one?
I'm just getting it up now.
So the next one, there has been a clue today, just here, which is Darth Vader. So the Darth Vader's coming out. There's issue 1. You built the head, and that was tested in France about a year ago. There it is there in all its glory. It will have sounds lightsaber guys up. It'll have sound effects as well. I think it says phrases from the movie. This is going to be a big build as well. This is 1:2 scale. So this is going to be slightly bigger, I think, than the Terminator build. So this is like half scale. So it's really big. I think the helmet comes off as well. The chest bit lights up. But once again, the website for that will go live on the 17th of October, but it's just for a notify me. I don't know when pre-orders start, and I don't know when they start shipping. Obviously, more information will come out on the 17th, I think. But it's best to keep checking Fan Home's website because it may appear on there before. But the information that I got is that it's due for release on the 17th. The website for it now, it'll probably just go to notify me, And I know a lot of people have been asking for Darth Vader. Well, it is officially coming. Another figure build I want to get my hands on. This is, I mean, yeah, it's definitely, I mean, especially how tall this is going to be as well. I don't know about the base there. I don't know if that is part of the build or is that a premium subscription. I don't know. We'll all have to wait and see when it comes out. But this thing is going to be massive, huge.
Can't wait. Take my money.
I like I said, I don't.
Darth Vader, take my money. Spider-Man, not really, but Darth Vader, yeah, just go.
So I don't know when. Like I said, I know it will go live on the website on the 17th of October for a notify me where you can put your email address in, and then that obviously FanHome will then notify you when it goes on for pre-order, or if it just comes straight out. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
But once again, this will be on preview on show at San Diego Comic-Con. Not San Diego, New York Comic-Con, sorry. So if you're lucky to go to New York Comic-Con, you can pick this up. And, you can have a look, I should say.
Yeah.
And the same with Spider-Man as well. Also, I have heard that there will be some limited stock of the new Star Trek ships. Issue 1. I do believe. I think they've got like 200 there at New York Comic Con. So once again, if you're lucky enough, you will be able to purchase issue 1 before anybody else. You lucky people. That's all I'm going to say about that. But that's all the information now. The website now, the Facebook groups, I should say, are already up. So if you want to join them, that is the FanHome Iron Spider-Man build and the Darth Vader. The groups are there. I'm probably going to share them all on Monday. To build up numbers. Obviously all the information will probably go in there first. And I'm like you said, take my money. That Darth Vader is going to be immense. It'd be interesting to see if you can get him to hold his lightsaber with 2 hands out or fighting style. But it lights up. That's the main thing. Yeah. And you get the sort of the voice activation as well. It comes with a big remote control with about 9 buttons on, so you know it's going to be sort of lit up like a Christmas tree. But I can't wait. They both look awesome. The Iron Man as well. Iron Spider-Man looks, that would go really well. I mean, we've got loads of figures now. I mean, loads of people have been saying that they want things other than car builds. FanHome are answering. You know, we've just had a test run for Yoda.
Yes, soon.
So, you know, in a year's time, that could be out as well. Cross the fingers. That's all I say with that. Definitely. Like you were saying, take my money.
Okay, right.
So, yeah.
Well, let's see what everybody's been saying. Now, I am going to go for this because this is quite funny. So, yeah, I did mention this last week. And, yeah. So, first comment yesterday, 5 minutes past 8 in the evening, was D saying, been waiting on this notification all day, Mark, LOL, and usual. Good evening, Mark and Kev, for the first time. 1 minute later, I replied back, good evening, D. Like I said it would.
Yeah.
And then D says, quick response, sitting, waiting, LOL. He says, good evening, sir. And he also says, and I said, see you in about 23 hours. D says, yes, lol, mate, you will. And then he also put, good evening, Kev and Mark on the other side. And then we got Steve131 at 20 to 10 going, evening all, second. There we go. So,
lovely.
And then tonight we have Steve with his lurking away. And then we've got Spider Sprue says, hello, Mark, on Kev's channel. So hi, Spider Sprue.
Hi, Spider Sprue.
And then he's hop, hello, Kev, on Mark's channel.
Hiya.
So, D. Harrison says, Mark, a man of his word, left my comment. He was right in with his reply, LOL. There we go.
Yeah.
Next in we've got Dave McBill says, good evening, Mark and Kev. It's that time again. Have a great stream. So,
hi, Dave.
Ian Campbell says, greetings. So, evening, Ian.
Hi, Ian. I hope you enjoyed your holiday.
Apparently, it wasn't good.
Oh.
Apparently, the last week they didn't go out of the room because they had cold and flu.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. We've got Kevin and Mary says, hi, evening, everyone. Hi. So,
Hi, Kevin and Mary.
Kevin and Mary. We've got Dano's Universe saying, hello, Mark and Kev, and everyone in chat. So, evening,
Hi,
Dano.
Dano.
We've got Kenneth in saying, afternoon, Kevin and Mark. I'm sitting here watching my favourite YouTube people. So, evening, Kenneth.
Hi, Kenneth.
And then Burgess says, evening all. So, evening, Burgess. Welcome.
Hi, Burgess.
David Phillips says, evening all. Evening, David. Welcome.
Hiya.
And we've got Ian's World of Models saying, evening, everyone on the stream. So, evening, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Why mounted? Oh, yeah. A lot of people talking. Burgess says, I got a big shipment of parts this week. I'm not saying I'm drowning in parts, but I am.
Yeah.
Lots to build. Marathon build.
Yeah. Mine all come within a couple of days. It builds up, but it soon goes down. So,
yeah. We've got Eric Lurton saying, hi, guys. Eric Lurton from Canada. I saw someone selling a 1966 Batmobile on eBay issues and Ghostbusters Ecto 1 issues. Ghostbusters Ecto 1 issues, 1 to 30 issues bidding.
right. Okay. That's good for someone who needs parts.
Yeah, on eBay. So, yeah. Eric says, like they should do a special build of Christmas Coca-Cola truck for Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that before.
Yeah, we have. It would be good, that one. They've done the Eddie Stobart, so...
Yeah, they can. Yeah, there may be other trucks coming out, so...
Yeah. And then he also says it would look awesome with lights on the coat truck with Santa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ian's World of Models says, I had a mass delivery of parts this week, all on Agora DB5, U96, U-Boat, and Batman Tumbler. Very enjoyable weekend. Wow.
Yeah. There won't be a lot to do on the Tumbler, but definitely on the U96.
We went 25 minutes without discussing the Tumbler.
I don't want to say anything, but that is what we got this week.
It looks so exciting what you were getting. I thought, oh
no, I was like, oh wow, and then it turned out it was these.
Yeah.
And it's literally just them. You're pushing these black bits in. That's it. That's all you did.
Oh dear. John's Model Making says, evening all, 3 gold DB5s are still available.
I'm really surprised by that.
Yeah, I thought they would have gone by now.
I thought they would have been snapped up straight away.
Yeah. So,
I'm really surprised by that.
They've been out, what, a couple of weeks now, haven't they?
Yeah, a week, I think.
Yeah. Because I'm sure they started early October.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've been out a week or two, and I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm very surprised they've not sold.
But nice hefty price tag to go with them, though. That's the only thing.
Mm.
So definitely for the more upper class builder, I think we'll put it. Yeah. Eric Lawton says, should see if one company could do, I think, is that a repeat? So I'll read it anyways.
Yeah.
Should see if one company to do Christmas coat truck with Christmas lights on the truck and Santa.
I think that would. It sounds like a good thing, but I think it would be really difficult. One, you would have to get the license for Coca-Cola. Then you would have to get the license for the truck as well. And I'm pretty sure you would probably have to license Santa as well. I don't think that's like a universal thing.
No.
I'm pretty sure you'd have to apply somewhere to have him printed on.
Yeah. I think I get this right. He also says they should have built Thor.
It could happen. It could happen.
Spider Spruce says Spidey got it in Infinity War when he was clinging onto the
spaceship. Yeah.
Yes, that's one for me when I finish one of my builds. Wow.
Nice.
So looks good. Daz Faulkner says, how do everyone? Evening, Daz.
Hi, Daz.
And Julian Stevens says, any news on the 89 Batmobile? Keep up the great work. Thank you.
No, nothing. But it wasn't that long ago we had the test run. I think it was April time. It was around that sort of time, I believe.
I think if it was to come out, it would probably now be in the new year.
Yeah, it'll be next year if it does come out.
I mean, I can't see it not coming out because of the success of the Tumbler and the 1966 Batmobile.
Yeah.
I can't see any reason why it won't come out other than the dreaded licensing word that we always keep going on about. Yeah.
That's the only. I can only see that putting a stop to it, but you never know. It could come out. It could not. We just have to keep an eye out. Keep a lookout on here. Watch the show on a Sunday. We'll give you the info if we get it.
Yeah, but if it, I can't see anything stopping it. But we have had really popular builds that have looked like they were coming out, and we haven't seen them yet.
Harry Potter.
One of them being the Batman figurine.
Yeah, and the and Hogwarts Express.
Yeah.
Cool. That was. Do you know that was? I think. Do you know that was tested in? I think 2018, 2019.
No, I think it was 2020.
2020.
I'm sure it was 2020 because a lot of people said COVID didn't help on that test build.
Yeah. I think it would come out before all that lockdown business and everything else.
Yeah. So I just don't think we'd ever see that
No.
now.
5 years on.
No. But that's the thing with test builds is you just don't know if they're ever going to happen.
No, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah. Burgess says, phew, my wallet can sigh a big relief. So,
Not yet. You, there might be more. There might be more stuff coming. I don't know.
Yeah. D. Harris says 101 centimeters tall, big build.
Yeah.
So I think it's roughly probably going to be around about the same size as the Terminator.
Yeah, Darth Vader will be. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean the Terminator 1/2 scale.
Yes.
So the Darth Vader will be roughly around about the same size.
As the Terminator.
So I did see some pictures though of it, on his throne on Mustafa.
Yeah.
I saw some pictures of that one. I'm like, I'd rather them, if they're going to do a base or something, can they not just do his meditation chamber?
Yeah. I'm almost certain people will build something like that anyway.
Yeah.
So
I think I prefer his meditation chamber in Empire Strikes Back to his throne that we only really ever saw in Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
So that's just me.
Yeah.
We got Todd from Marvel Phoenix in saying hello and good evening all. So evening,
Hi,
Todd. Welcome. And then Spider Sprue says Darth Vader may be more Star Trek fan.
Well, there's Star Trek ships coming out, so I'm a fan of both. So if I had to choose, it would be Star Trek over Star Wars. But I'm a fan of both. I've watched and followed everything.
They haven't done a Borg figurine.
That would be if they'd done the Borg Queen. That would be, I would be all over that.
Or even 7 of 9 as a Borg.
Yeah, they could do 7 of 9 as the Borg before she became 7 of 9, if so to speak.
Or Picard Borg. Locutus.
Or Locutus, yeah, they could do Locutus. I mean, don't give them Mark. Stop giving them ideas, because
you think about you've got like the Terminator, you've got the Iron Man.
Yeah.
Why haven't they done a Borg yet? Because when I watch like Picard and everything else like that, everything always relates back to the Borg. It's always the Borg that's behind it. So why haven't they done one yet?
To do a big, I would. You know what? I would, whether it's a sort of Iron Man style size or 1/2 scale, I'd be all over that.
Because you could have the red eye light up and the scanner.
Yeah, you could. All the chest all goes green and there's like pipes everywhere, and it would be such a good build, I think.
sounding the bass.
Yeah.
Or the bass is like when they recharge or whatever,
The ball chamber, the regeneration chambers.
Right, that would be awesome.
With the electric plate on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
D says, yeah, he got me. Oh dear. We've got Andrew Hayden in saying, hi everyone, hope you are all well. Hi Andrew, welcome.
Hi Andrew.
Yeah, I'm good here, thank you. And then Eric Lawton says, thank you guys. No problem.
No problem.
Ian says 3 still available. That's surprising.
Yeah, it surprised me as well, Ian.
Yeah, I thought there'd be a big demand for that, but
especially with they're only making 7 worldwide. Maybe the price tag, I don't know, but I'm really surprised actually that there's still 3 available.
Yeah, definitely. John's model saying, gotta go, see you all next time. Night, John. Thank you for that, John. And Andrew says, I would love to build the car Christine. That would be so cool.
I know what car it is. I can't remember what make. I think it's like Cadillac or something.
Yeah.
Red and cream. They might do. At this point, I would. There was years ago where we would say they definitely wouldn't do that, but I think we're at a point now where anything could happen.
Yeah.
If they said, they're releasing like I don't know, a 1/8 scale version of NASA's shuttle, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
And if they said they were releasing, I don't know, Freddy Krueger or Jason Voorhees as a figure build, once again, it wouldn't surprise me. It's at that point now where I think they're just hitting the sort of TV and cult stuff, film and cult stuff and sci-fi stuff. So I don't think anything's off the table.
Yeah. Eric says, how about a build of the monster car Halloween?
Oh yeah, the from the TV series Monsters, the car from that. Yeah. I suppose they could build anything, but I think it mainly comes down to things like popularity. And I mean, it's easier to produce, say, a plastic model over a partwork because of what goes into it. So I would imagine stuff comes into play like how popular it is, what's the market like, all of that.
I mean, I was saying this to Julie earlier, saying that the Darth Vader is one of the newest ones they've done since the X-Wing Star Wars build. Yeah,
because we had the Millennium Falcon that was reissued and R2-D2 that was reissued.
Then we have the X-Wing, and then we've had the Star Wars ships collection, and the encyclopedias, but we haven't had a Star Wars build, new one come on since the X-Wing finished, which was about 2022, something like that.
Yes, it's been a few years. And obviously they've also they're just testing the Yoda as well. So there's a potential next year we could get Yoda.
So for me, I'm like, it's Star Wars build. That's what I started with originally. So it's stupid of me not to do it. Ian's World of Models says, I would like to see some classic robots in Partworks.
Yeah. What was the robot? What was the robot in what was that TV series? Do you know what? It's gone. My mind's gone completely blank. I actually saw the robot I'm thinking of.
Well, come on, everybody. Even I can reckon Todd, who was in chat, goes Johnny 5.
No. Johnny 5's an easy one because we've said it so many times.
Yeah.
Ed 209 would be a good build, I think. But I'm thinking something Galaxy at the end. I can't. It's right there. I can't. Why can't I think of it? That's not good, is it?
No.
It's right there, and I can't think of it. Why? I know it's got Galaxy at the end. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's it.
Wow.
There's a few robots in that I think would probably might be a good build to do.
Well, you got to look at War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
The tripod.
The tripod, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Eric says, Adam Family monster car like a coffin.
Yeah. Like I said, it wouldn't surprise me, but it comes down to popularity and it comes down to, you know what I mean, how popular was that?
Yeah.
And I think when they do it, they have to go, right, so what's popular in the US and the UK? Because they don't, when these things are built, they're normally built internationally sort of thing, aren't they? And they're not just built just for us normally.
Yeah.
You know, even the Route Master, they've started to redo again. The only build I know that they've ever done just for the UK would be the Stobart.
Yes.
Because everything else has come out everywhere else eventually, except the Stobart. So I would imagine anything that comes out is going to be. So they've got to go right. Where was, you know, the Monsters car? Where was that shown? How popular is that? I don't think it's that popular, to be fair.
D says, even your game, Kev, on Monday Lives relate back to the Borg, LOL.
There's a lot. The Star Trek Online game. Actually, the Borg actually mentioned in Star Trek Online more than anybody else. So as you go along the missions, they crop up loads, and then there's quite a lot of arcs with the Borg involved. So
I found that with Picard. It was all down to the Borg.
It always reverts back to it somehow. I mean, I think even Lower Decks haven't even touched. Even on Star Trek Prodigy, they touched on the Borg. I think Lower Decks, the new Star Trek Lower Decks, is the only one, and obviously Discovery, where they haven't sort of interacted with the Borg.
Original Star Trek didn't interact with the Borg.
No, but neither did DS9. Deep Space Nine didn't. But they were quite prominent on Voyager. So
no. Deep Space Nine started at Wolf 359.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the very first episode. Yeah.
I got you on Star Trek. I can't believe that.
The very first episode. Yeah. Cisco was. Cisco was second in command of the Saratoga, which was destroyed by the Borg. You're right.
He killed his wife, but he managed to rescue his son.
Yeah, killed Jennifer, his wife, and left him and Jake on their own. And in the first series, there's loads of tension between him and Picard because obviously Picard's in the first two episodes.
Yeah.
And there's tension there because he blames Locutus, just like Shaw does in Picard as well.
I can't believe I caught you out on the Star
You caught me. You caught me. The Borg are in everything.
Oh, Spider Sprue says, yes, I will get a Borg. Resistance is futile.
Yeah.
Ken Fairclough says, I would like to see Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim Gypsy robot. That would be a good one.
Yeah. And the Star Wars Star Destroyer. Yeah, I'd love to see the Super Star Destroyer.
Yeah, the Super Star Destroyer was actually tested many years ago.
Yeah.
And it never came out, along with the AT-AT as well.
Yeah. Andrew Hayden says it's a Plymouth Fury. And then actually Burgess comments, Christine is a 58, I think, Plymouth Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then Julian Stevens says 1958 Plymouth Fury.
They might do. It might. It's going to, I think it'd be one of those builds a bit like the Ford Falcon. It would come out as just a Plymouth Fury, but obviously we would all know that it's Christine, but they wouldn't be allowed to say that. It seems like it could be that sort of build.
Spider Sprue says all the cars from Wacky Racers. That would be awesome. Honestly, and as if they worked with the little, when they press buttons and they did certain things, that would be brilliant. I'd love that.
What was it? The Cavemen, Penelope Pitstop.
Yeah.
I obviously Dick Dastardly, and then there was the mob car with all the 7 into it. There was what?
There was loads of them.
There was the big red long car that was really long that just kept going on for miles. That brings back memories. That they don't play anything like that anymore. It's all sort of PG. It was all before that.
Sprung Glue says Lost in Space. Welcome, Sprung.
Yeah.
Space.
Yeah, Lost in Space. What's the robot there called?
I don't know. Brain's gone completely dead.
Yeah, mine's gone as well. It's there.
Yeah.
It's there somewhere. As soon as someone mentions it, we'll be like, that's it.
Yeah. Spider Spruce says
Marvin, the paranoid robot. Yes.
Yeah. And then Dee's puts, me, Clyde.
Yeah.
Steve Edmonds has put K9.
K9 would be a good build in a 1-1 scale because it's quite big and it's bulky. And if you could get it to move as well, even at a 1-2 scale, it would be quite big. But I think we would get more Doctor Who builds after the Dalek because I got a funny feeling they'll see how that works. And then they'll be like, well, that works. We'll bring out more. And I reckon K9 could be the second one that they do.
Something I would love, which is probably maybe released in the UK, is something from Red Dwarf.
Starbug.
Yeah.
It's massive in the US. I didn't, like years ago, I didn't realise, but years and years ago, I found out that actually Red Dwarf is massive in the US, like even more than it is here. So that could possibly sell very well, Starbug.
Yeah, definitely. Bird just says the car from the National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting one.
Steve Edmonds says, I would like to see a ball cube.
Yeah, well, I think there was discussion on that many years ago, and it's just a box. So apart from all the like gibble that goes on it, effectively it's still a box. I don't know how exciting that would be. You know what? It'd be putting it together and then getting loads of gibble stuff like this and like putting loads on. I don't know how exciting that would be. Personally.
Sprue and Glue says, I think a Cylon Raider would make a great partwork.
Oh yeah, the Cylons, from Battlestar.
Yeah. We've got Will's Workshop in saying, evening all, how is everyone this evening? Evening, Will, welcome.
Hi, Will.
Then Steve131 says 7 of 9. Sprue and Glue says, please remember to hit the like button, peeps. Yes, please, if you could.
Yes, please.
YouTuber seems to like the likes at the moment. It seems to be, the more likes you get, the more they recommend your videos. Yeah,
it changes all the time. So it used to go on engagement. Now it's just on the thumbs up, and it'll probably change to something else again.
D says, why does everyone like 7 of 9 so much? LOL.
Oh, I wonder why.
Female Borg.
Yeah. Her outfit didn't really leave much to imagination, really. So yeah.
Eric Lawton says, if recalled, big problems was when first come out with the build of the Ghostbusters Extra 1 only could get in UK and was kind of disappointed until finally did in USA.
For Eagle Moss, yeah.
Yeah,
that would be for Eagle Moss because I think it came out first here and then it came out there.
Yeah. So, and then he also says, plus never came out for Canada. They did very late because of cost.
Yeah, and they don't ship to Canada. Fan Home don't ship there, so
no. Ian Campbell says, did they ever get the pigeon? LOL. That's Wacky Racers.
Yeah, Catch the Pigeon. That was another series. I think that was a spin-off. Because a lot of the characters in Wacky Races had their own spin-offs. Obviously, you had Catch the Pigeon, but you also had Penelope Pitstop. With the Mob, that was a spin-off from it, and I think they did another one as well. It was a spin-off.
I've got the catch the pigeon thing going around in my head right now.
Catch the pigeon. Yeah.
D. Harris says Robbie the robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Robbie the paranoid robot? I can't remember. Or Marvin. No, it was Marvin the paranoid robot.
Oh.
That would be great.
Will's Workshop says Peter Perfect. Well, that was another Wacky Racers, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one with the long car. Oh, it's all coming back. It's all coming back.
Sprue saying hi to everyone. Hi, Sprue. Hi. Right, I think this might be me. Big issue. I felt kind of disappointed when lack of part how Ghostbusters X01 only in the UK and later was in the USA. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that was down to Eagle Moss, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sprue says no, not Ruddy Doctor, please. Burgess says, what about the Fortnite bus?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah. And Ken Fairclough says, or actually the Battlestar Galactica itself.
Yeah, Battlestar Galactica would be a nice build.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so would Space 1999, the ship in that. I think that would be a good build as well.
Yeah. Ian says 7 of 9. Well, it was because of those 2 huge face implants in titanium.
Yeah.
And then Sprue says the 7 in a car was called the Ant Hill Mob.
Ah, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, we're getting all the names now.
Yeah, hang on. Steve Edmonds says Robbie the robot from Lost in Space and Marvin the paranoid android from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah, it was Guide to the Galaxy I was thinking of, and I remember Marvin the paranoid android. I actually saw it recently, so it's in a museum in Aylesbury, of all places. The original one that was in the BBC series is actually bestowed there in their museum. That would be a good build. It's there. Getting scans of it wouldn't be hard.
I mean, we're lucky. We've got the Bradford Media Museum near us, and they've got a lot of stuff in there. A lot of stuff. But I remember that being built when I was a kid and going for the first time, and it's still going strong. Yeah,
and you've got the TV and Sci-Fi Museum in Milton Keynes. Been a couple of times in there. It's very good as well. If you like all that sort of stuff, there's loads, and they've got like original props and big sets, and they've got loads in there. It's great.
Yeah. So Joshua B says, "Evening, everyone. Would like to see the
Ujar. Is that Ujar ship? That was from the Alien versus Predator in model kit. Would be nice as well in metal. Yeah.
So
there's a load of ones around. I mean, you've got the ship from Aliens as well. You've got the refinery ship from first film, and then you've got Aliens, the ship from Aliens as well.
Yeah. What I'd like to see them bring out again, which is an old model space one, is Thunderbird 2.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, that one.
I'd love them to bring out another re-release the Thunderbird 2, because I think there's now a newer generation that will probably do that. Yeah,
and it was quite a big one. I remember it came with like the hangar. Yeah, and it came with 2 pods, and where you have Thunderbird 4 in, but I think it had like the mole and other vehicles in there as well.
Yeah,
I think Wayne built it. Didn't Wayne build it?
Yeah, I think he did.
Originally,
re-release that, the Thunderbird 2, because I think there's a different market now out there for that, as they've redone them now for kids. So
yeah.
Will's Workshop says, I would still like to see a Partwork for Stingray, the submarine. Yeah. Oh, another Jerry Anderson.
Yeah. Well, Jerry Anderson's he's done a lot of stuff. There was that series he did, Space Precinct, as well.
Yeah.
I think that was a very early '90s show. I remember watching that. That was the police one, wasn't it?
Captain Scarlet, that was another one.
Yeah, Captain Scarlet. Yeah, what? Yeah, and you had Joe 90. Yeah.
Ian's Will Model says B6 was the Lost in Space robot, but Robbie was in on episode.
Oh, right, okay.
And then Will's Workshop says any Jerry Anderson items would be good, to be fair. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, originally they did do obviously, like you said, T2, they did do Thunderbird 2.
Yeah.
And in Japan, they actually did Tracy Island.
Yes.
So they did a part work of the whole Tracy Island, which gave you all the vehicles, and then round the back was all open, and you built all the hangars, and the lifts worked, and the trees parted, and all of that.
So Japan get a nice part work of Tracy Island, and we got Blue Peter.
Yeah.
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 Here's World of Models says Robbie was from Forbidden Planet film.
Yeah.
And then Spruce says Skydiver would be an awesome build.
Skydiver.
And then D says Wayne done the Thunderbird 2 big green one, then gave it away, if I'm right.
Yeah. I don't know if he gave it away. I just remember him building it, but it was this was back when model space was about. This was like 2017, 18 maybe.
Yeah, it was quite.
It was a long time ago. It was around the time that I think Wayne started to get really big.
Yeah,
and he had I think he got that and the Rossi. That was the first time he got them both. But I remember him building Thunderbird 2.
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know if he gave it away. He must have done.
I'd love them to re-release it. I just think it's one.
Yeah, there's calls for it, but then again, it comes down to licensing. But at the moment, they seem to be licensing quite a lot of his old stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Yeah.
There's potential.
Steve Edmonds says Fireball XL5.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
D says Predator ship. Nice design. Now we are talking.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a few ships. So there's been one in Alien versus Predator. Then we sort of got a glimpse of one in Predator 2. Then there was ones in Predator or Predators, and then when they recently done a new film which was really bad, and there was a Predator ship in that. There's a few to choose from actually.
Yeah,
Predator ships.
Kevin Fairclough says Terrorhawks, another Anderson show.
Yeah. Did he do Terrorhawks, then Stingray, and then Thunderbirds, and then I think he done Terrorhawks, because I remember that being exactly what it said. I remember it being absolutely terrifying. The models on it were awful, but it was in black and white if I remember originally. So that's why I think he done that. Then Stingray was also in black and white, but I've only ever remembered Thunderbirds in colour. So I was just thinking that was all done beforehand, and then he done Captain Scarlet, which was a really good series, I've got to say.
Yeah. Todd says the Destroyer from Thor the movie.
Oh, that would be good. The Destroyer, yeah.
Yeah. Burgess says Sevastopol from Alien Isolation might take a while to build.
Yes. Yeah.
Dave Matt says, been a great stream tonight, guys. See you on the next one. Thank you, Dave Matt. Good
Cheers,
night.
Dave.
Ian Campbell says, that's me, guys. Night all. Great stream. See you in what will feel like a few minutes when it'll be next Sunday. Smiley face.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ian.
Yeah. Cheers, Ian.
Ken Fairclough says Skydiver is from UFO.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. D says, not going yet, but a good night, Mark and Kev. Until next Saturday, Mark, LOL. See everyone next Sunday. Night, D. Thank you.
Cheers, D.
Joshy B says, from going to a lot of Comic-Cons, I've been about 15 feet from the cast of Red Dwarf a few times. Never seen Craig Charles, though. He never seems to go. No.
No, there's a few. I've seen the whole cast of Red Dwarf, but there are a few people that don't tend to do the conventions very often.
Yeah.
So you have to be sort of special, but yeah.
Yeah. Kevin and Mary say, still got my Thunderbird 2 and all the hangers for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember it had the hangar. You built the hangar, you built the 2 pods, and you had Thunderbird 4, and I think you had like the mole and the other bits. I just remember the mole from it, but I do know they had, I think there was about 6 or 7 vehicles actually you could have in it.
Ian says, going to speak with Wayne, see if there'll be a Nexus build off sell off from him. Oh, brilliant.
Oh,
QVC Partworks again.
Yeah. QVC Partworks again, yeah.
Yeah. Steve Edmonds says Fireball XL5 is an early Jerry Anderson series.
Yeah, he done a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Will's Workshop says the wife thinks the puppets in XL5 are creepy.
A lot of the early puppets were really creepy that he done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D says the predator ship from they find the pyramid under the ice.
Yeah, okay, from Alien versus Predator, the first one. Yeah.
Joshy B says Fireball XL5 is the 60s black and white TV show. There were puppets like Thunderbirds. The best shots of a predator ship was in AV P1.
Yeah, the first Predator film.
Spider Sprue says, night all, take care all night, Spider Sprue, thank you.
Night, Spider Sprue.
Sprue and Glue says, Thunderbird, Stingray, Captain Scarlet, and the Terrorhawks, I believe. So, yeah.
There was loads. He done loads.
Ian's World Model says, Captain Scarlet, SPV vehicle.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, it was a strange one because they sat backwards.
Yeah.
Because they drove it back, like with their backs. It was going forward, but they were sat that way. It was weird.
Yeah. Joshy B says the backwards driving car from Captain Scarlet would be a good build.
That's the one.
And then Joshy B says the last time Craig was meant to go was after he finished his time in I'm a Celebrity, but he left the show early because of family trouble, hence he didn't go to Comic-Con. All right.
Yeah.
And that's me caught up and chat, and we are on the hour.
Yeah, Jesus, we are. We're doing all right.
Right. So
I just want to recap. Remember, it's the 17th of October, so this Thursday, that Iron Man and Darth Vader should be on the Fan Home website. So
yeah. So this week on my channel, there is no Enterprise because I've got to get a replacement issue 45. And basically everything be normal, but I am having all my top teeth removed on Tuesday.
Right.
Should be fun.
So hopefully that goes okay for you.
Yeah. Will's Workshop says, night all, see you all next week when I'll be 40 plus 1 day. So happy birthday for next week, Will.
Happy birthday, Will, for Saturday.
Yeah. Andrew Herman says, what about the Pink Panther car?
Maybe.
Yeah. And Joshua B says the best and cheapest spaceship kit to build is the one from Independence Day. It's just 2 frisbees glued together and painted. Yeah. And then C131 says, yeah, ouch. Yeah, I've had the bottom ones taken out, so I know what's to come. So
yeah.
And Ian's World of Model says, see you next week, guys. Great stream as always.
See you later.
Right, anything you've got coming up, Kev?
It's Star Trek week for us, so we're having lots of videos, but it'll be mainly the Enterprise build because I'm catching up on that now. I've got my parts here.
Fantastic. Okay. Right, well, thank you everybody for coming in. Thank you for your comments. It's been fantastic as always, and all your ideas that you'd like to see as partwork builds. Been brilliant night. So leaves me to say, I've been Mark.
And I've been Kev.
And we'll catch you all next week, guys. Bye.
See you later.